Hey, everybody. Sorry about the noise there. Let me clear that up. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. This is my first recording on the car stories. It's Thursday night. I'm in New Jersey. Just doing some laundry real quick. I figure I'd get a story in. Always trying to make my time to be productive. Today's January 23rd. It's pretty cold outside. I got 25 degrees on the dashboard. I hope you enjoy this one. I could talk a lot about this car, so there's going to be some series on it. But right now, I'm talking about a 1995 Chevy Camaro. It should, you know, I should have it in at least a picture of it up. So I bought this car, I must have been in my early 20s. I like to say maybe like around 20, I'd say like maybe 24. Bought it when I was 24 years old. I came across it at a gas station. It was just sitting there. My brother had told me, he said, I always wanted a car like that. I always wanted a Camaro. And when they told me it was for sale, I hopped right on it. Went to the gas station, talked to my dad, and I had him check it out because I really didn't know much about. I knew about cars and I knew how to buy them, but I respected his opinion at the time, obviously, and I still do. Shout out to my dad. And so it was me and my brother Ray. He checked out the car too. This guy had about, you know, I'm 44 right now. This is a long time ago. The mechanic that we bought it from, he said it was a rebuilt motor, the rebuilt engine. It had a one, I'll never forget. It had, I think, 198,000 miles on this car. So its car had been driven. Um, I wanted it because it was a hot looking car. All it needed was a paint job. So, I think it was like maybe a little over $2,000, and I bought it. I bought it with my dad actually put in some money with that car as well, and I ended up buying it, and um, I was really happy. Got my insurance, registration, boom, boom, boom. Um, I really liked this car a lot. Drove it around town a lot. It was not fast though. This car was not fast. It had a 3.4 liter V6 in the car, and that's only 160 horsepower. It was good on gas, though. It was pretty okay on gas. I don't remember having any problems. The car got a lot of looks. A lot of people looked at it. They told me nice car. One time I got chased by some strange person in my hometown, Plainfield. I ended up getting chased with this car by somebody. I guess they thought I was someone else. So um, I was having some issues at the time, and I had just decided to get this car painted because I did not ever want to be mistaken as someone else again. I mean, whoever was coming after me, they was real angry. They was throwing hand signs out the window, everything. I did not know who this was. Back in the day, I used to just drive around town cruising, just being happy, cruising. Um, but this person was chasing me, so I went to Mako. I got a paint job for like $2,000, and or not 2,000. I'm sorry, I got a paint job for like $1,000, and they did a great job on it. That paint job lasted me about 4 years before I started seeing anything. 3 or 4 years. I had that car for a while. So, so anyway, my dad what he ended up doing with the car, no. So this is how it went down. I got the car painted. The car was red with silver stripes. I hope I could find a picture of it so I could put it up. And my dad, I told my dad and I told my brother Ray, I said I'm gonna go to Raceway Park. This is a place where people race their cars. My car at the time looked like it could do. It looked like it was gonna do a wheelie. I mean, this car was immaculate. You know, um, it looked like it would have done a wheelie right there on the street. It looked like it was an 8-second car. Man, I got in that driver's seat. I put the helmet on. I would say I'm the first out of my generation to hit hit Raceway Park, and this is in Englishtown, New Jersey. When I say first in my generation, I mean, out of all my brothers. My dad, he said he hit the track back in the day. So, man, I text my dad, asked his dad what to do, I asked my brothers, and well, no, my brothers really didn't know, but they was excited. And my dad said, you don't baby the car, you put your foot to the floor and you go. How cool is that? So, especially in your early 20s. So, I'm at the light with the tree, the tree goes from red to yellow to green. Bam. Foot goes to the floor. Man, it felt like I was doing a $1.50, but by the time I got my time slip, it took off nice. My dad even said it took off nice, but that car did a 16.9, I think. 17.2, 16.9. The car was slow, but I had a lot of fun. Pop said when it took off the line, everybody stood up because the car looked like it was gonna do something, but that car didn't go much anywhere. But it did make the track. Drove it to the Carolinas twice. I had a good time with that. Drove it to the Carolinas twice. What else? Put my boys in there. Car seats. Jeremy and Jeremiah. Put them in there as well. I put a system in there. I spray painted the brake calipers red, the front calipers and the back calipers, or the back rotor. Did them red. The speaker, where the speaker sound system is, I spray painted that red, added a system in. One thing about this car that I had a problem with at one point was it was overheating. So I bought an aftermarket kit for the fan so that the fan would come on. Man, that was the biggest blessing I ever did. So I had a dummy switch hooked up for the fan for the car. And it was a plug-in kit. It plugged right into the computer. This thing took me only maybe 30 minutes to figure out. Plug it in, and I was good. I was so happy. Did that, research myself. Other than that, the only other thing I had a problem with that car, which I think it was shortly after our race, it was the coil pack that needed to get changed. It has a coil pack on it. I think I may have changed the water pump one time. Other than that car was a very good car. I think Chevy nominated that motor to be, or the engine to be, one of the toughest engines. I know I put over 50,000 miles on that car when I sold it. Well over 50. I don't remember. I just knew keep driving it. But that was a great car, and I had a great time with it. So a lot of chicks looked at me too. That was a nice whip. Women love cars. It was red, silver stripes. They were loving me back in the day with that one, let me tell you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that. That's the story that I got for today. 1995 Chevy Camaro, one of my favorite cars that I had, one of the best looking cars that I've had, hands down. One of the best looking cars I've had. It's actually a timeless body. You should go visit, look at it. It's a timeless body. That body, the only way you could tell that that car is that old is by the lights. That's it. The lights in the front, because they sink in. But I like it like that, especially nowadays. So, but thanks for listening to this story on Hot Rods and Horsepower, Camaro Edition. And there'll be much more coming. Thank you, everyone, and peace.